Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
Hello. Welcome to the Gig Economy Podcast 2026. We're back. And this is episode 284. Going to be talking about all kinds of fun stuff, especially the DoorDash depression score, or desperation score. Sorry. Let me read that again. Desperation, depression, same thing.
Yeah, pretty close.
Yeah. How's it going, Larry? How are you doing?
It's going good, man. It feels good to be back. It was nice to have a little break. I appreciate you handling it when I had my little family emergency before the holidays, but it is definitely good to be back behind the mic.
Yeah, for sure. I was, like I said, I was going to try to roll with it by myself, but Steve jumped in and he did good and we did good. And, just like normal, we didn't talk about everything because, Steve gets on a rant, and which is a good rant,
yeah,
and definitely just goes to town. So
sure.
GigEconomyShow.com for everything podcast related. Patreon members, I want to thank them: Samson, Bud Dickman, Omar, Frank, Tom, Jim, Miguel, Linda, Jerry, Faith, Metal Kickass, and Anna. Appreciate you guys so much. Now jumping right into stories from the road, just a little bit of format change this time. We're going to try to get after the content as soon as possible. So stories from the road. Larry, you had a Uber ride quest. How was it?
It was good. It was good to have a quest. Those are few and far between for me on Uber. So it was a 10 rides for $80 bonus. So additional $8 a ride. I can't sneeze it. That's nothing to sneeze at. Didn't want to turn that down. So yeah, I got out. Did take me a few times of heading out to do that because it is very dead here during the holidays with the Western students gone. So yeah, I was sitting out there watching some football on my phone and waiting for a ride. But yeah, I got her done on Monday, I think is when I finished it up. So awesome. Yeah, hopefully I'll see some more of those in the new year.
Do you ever, I know you don't do a lot of Lyft. Do you ever get any for Lyft at all?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even have Lyft turned on because I just wanted to try. I was kind of focused on that. But yeah, it's weird. Some days it'll be 80% Uber here and 20% Lyft, and then other days it can be the complete opposite. It's like there's no rhyme or reason to it.
But do you ever get any quests for?
Oh, not anymore. You used to get the ride challenges, and now they're talking about these. choose your own ride challenge. No, I haven't seen any of that. I hadn't seen a ride challenge from Lyft, and it's probably been 6 months now.
Wow, that's weird.
It is, yeah. Yeah, they give you one thing. We started getting a little bit of Lyft surge or the bonus now. It's like a bonus hours, 30% bonus or 40% bonus or all that. But yeah, I haven't seen a ride challenge from them in months.
Well, I'm sure you're not heartbroken too much for that.
No, I mean, it'd be nice, but.
Well, I mean, it would get you out. I mean.
Yeah, it would give you some incentive for sure.
Yeah. For me, I did a ton of gig work. I was telling Larry, I think he was laughing at me because I said, I think on my 2 weeks off, I think I only took like 4 full days off. Like I took Christmas Day off, New Year's Eve off, which again, talking about incentives, Walmart had no incentives for for that day, and I didn't go out. And I'm like, nah, fuck them. I'm not going out on it. I mean, I know technically it's not like a federal holiday, but
Mhm.
it's a holiday. You know
Yeah,
what I
for
mean?
sure.
It's New Year's Eve.
Yep.
And so I didn't go out. And then the next 2 days I was delivering all these orders I was delivering were from New Year's Eve. One gal, it was like 9 o'clock in the morning. It wasn't super early or super late, but I rang the doorbell because I have alcohol. All these have alcohol in them.
Oh yeah,
So
so you
I
have to see
can't.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah, can't leave it.
you can't leave it. So I'm ringing a ring. She stumbles to the door. It's an apartment. And I'm like, hey. And I was like, was this from New Year's Eve? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. And so she signed it. Most people were very fine with it. Like they
Mhm.
weren't upset. And I was very shocked about that. I would have been a little hot, although don't you feel you can kind of blame yourself because you
Yeah.
waited to the last minute on New Year's Eve to have somebody grocery shop for you?
Exactly. Yeah. Have a little forethought, have a little planning,
Yeah.
it's gonna be busy. Go ahead and get that order in early.
I would be really curious to talk to whoever's in charge of the incentives and stuff at Walmart, why they chose. I mean, there's an incentive every day at Walmart.
Really?
Every day there's either in the morning you get an extra $15 for early ones, or it's you do 5 you get 30. I
Mhm.
know Bubba Sue sees a lot of those as well. I just don't know why they decided not to do it New Year's Eve. Maybe they thought, oh, these drivers will think it's going to be busy, and which it was, obviously.
Yeah.
And I know maybe one guy that I connected with on TikTok that's local to me that actually shops at the Granville one. I should send him a message and see if he did work New Year's Eve, if it was worth doing without the incentive.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see.
How close to you Walmart for you down there where you live?
We have 2 here in town in Bowling Green. There's kind of one on each side of the city. I mean, they're both within 15 minutes of my house.
Oh, okay. But I know you probably would never do shopping, but
Yeah, no, I've done the Spark, shopping delivers before.
oh, are you active on their platform?
I think so. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I checked it last time I checked, and that was probably a month ago.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll have to log in to my DoorDash and my Spark and stuff here in the new
I mean,
year.
I
Make
know
sure
that you
keep 'em
love
active.
Yeah, I know that you love connecting with the riders and stuff. But man, you're gonna honestly, you probably make more money on Spark,
Yeah.
if you do it right, especially if they have incentives
Yeah.
the
No.
rideshare. Man, I see because I kept my ride part on, and when I was, when I would do
Mhm.
deliveries, and man, some of them prices, I mean, it's like $16 an hour it would be on there.
Yeah.
And every once in a while I would get a 30, but it was just an annoying ride where the way I had to go, and
Sure.
it just wasn't worth it. So
Yeah. Yeah. That's for sure. Yeah. I had a few rides during my ride quest, and they were a little bit longer. Not Nashville rides, but they were at 40 minutes away to
Ooh.
places, and it's paying like $30, $31. And
nah.
like, no, not happening.
I
I'll
mean,
sit here.
even if you're doing a quest, those are not worth it.
Yeah, because you're deadheading back. You are, because I was going to these little, Scottsville or Glasgow, these small towns. There's never going to catch a ride back,
Yeah.
and so round trip. That's going to be hour and a half or so.
For $30.
Yeah, for $30. So
Well, I mean, come on, you get your extra bonus for the
$8, $38,
$38.
That's right.
You're gonna be balling.
Rolling
All right, gig economy in the news. I'm sure you've seen. There's been a lot going on actually, but the DoorDash little debacle, and I read this on actual Reddit when it was going on. I didn't see this as a story.
Mhm.
Someone had posted it in the subreddit. Well, I don't know if it was the actual guy posting it, but there was a Reddit post accusing of an unnamed food delivery app, aka DoorDash, including a desperation score to determine how much it pays its delivery workers. The developer alleged that the app constantly were scheming ways to profit off drivers. Of course, that's true. who are
Yes.
purposely referred to as human assets and internal meetings. And then what's his name? Tony Yu decided, he got on and defended it. The weird part of it is, like, I wanted to know, was this guy verified? Because it
Mhm.
sounds like he hasn't been.
Okay.
So people are leaning toward that it was possibly AI generated. I don't know if it was or not,
Mm.
but um, there's some other things that the developer also claimed that priority delivery features in the food delivery app were a total scam, and that it does nothing to speed you up, and that the benefit fee charged to customers actually goes straight to a corporate slush fund used to lobby against driver unions. So that one was a little reaching. So
Yeah.
that made me, when I read that, I was like, this doesn't sound like, how would this like developer know that?
Yeah, that would be interesting to as always, we don't get the full story. We just get, what they want to put out there. But yeah, it would be interesting to know, uh, how he got his information and how accurate it is.
Yeah, and it kind of just piles on what we talked about. And I don't know if it was you and I or Steve,
Mhm.
the report that came out about Instacart with their AI pricing that they were doing and just testing out like what people would pay. And so that brings up a really good point is are these algorithms, now I know the developer was talking more as a driver,
Mhm.
but are these algorithms going to get to the point where the government steps in and says this is unethical?
You know, that's a good question. And I don't know. I don't know how far it'd have to go before they step in. But I mean, I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised at all.
Well, the whole Instacart one, it says on the bottom of this article that this happening prompted a wave of congressional scrutiny, with some lawmakers mulling legislation cracking down on algorithms. So, I mean, it's just a statement. Of course, someone
Sure.
put a mic in front of their mouth and said, "Hey, tell me about AI algorithms."
Yeah.
But I think I wouldn't hate it. I'm kind of on the fence with when the government gets involved and when it doesn't. But at this point, if it is actually, like, if they investigate it and it's actually detrimental to the drivers, like in a pretty horrible way, then I'm
Yeah.
fine. I also don't want to ruin their secrets either. As much as we always give them
Mhm.
shit. These apps, they're there to make money. It's capitalism. You know what
Right.
I mean?
Right.
So we should let them do their thing, but as long as they're not being super unethical about it.
Yeah. Which they usually are.
Right. And then what's the definition of that? Of
Exactly.
being
Where's the line? Where's the line between being a successful, profitable company and being a POS that's just running your workers or your contractors into the ground?
I
Whatever
mean,
you want to call them.
yeah, you can't tell me they're not looking at the statistics of like what certain driver declines, what they take, how they will, I see all these wild ones online. I
Yeah.
don't see those.
Really.
I mean, I'll get some bad ones, but like the $2 for 14 mile, like they probably like, well, this guy's not even going to even bat an eye at it. We see how many he rejects and how many he takes.
Yeah.
And you got to know that they're sending it to freaking the guy that is going to take all those.
You would think so. Yeah. Yeah. And they've got all that data, they're churning it all the time and sifting through it and analyzing it and adjusting and tampering with it, all that, uh, to try to make it as, I guess, an efficient process as possible.
Would you, in that scenario where they know if you're going to take it or not, would you consider that unethical for them to send the driver that's going to take it and not the other one? Like, I'm just asking hypothetical because we were like, where do you draw the line? Is that
Yeah.
unethical or is that okay?
Unethical. I mean, no, I don't think it's
I don't
necessarily
think it is either.
unethical because, I mean, if I was a business owner and I know these people are not going to take it, and why am I going to send it to them? But I
Yeah.
knew I have this group of people who will. Yeah, that's leaning toward efficiency, I guess.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't. I was just gonna see
Yeah,
what you thought. I figured we'd think the same, but
yeah.
yeah, that's just like you're running a business. This person's gonna take it and this one isn't.
Mhm.
But then they'll say, "Well, why aren't you sending me the good ones then?" Well, because you take the shitty ones, bro.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
there's dumb employees at every job. Like
no doubt. Yeah, yeah,
you don't give the great orders to a guy that doesn't, you know.
Yeah, and at one time we were all those people, when we first
Yeah.
started out. We didn't know any better. We were, I remember taking stuff that nowadays I'd be like, what was I thinking?
I mean, as food delivery or like rideshare?
All of it.
Yeah. I mean, early on it wasn't a big deal because you were making bank.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I think it's later on when the transition happened, you're like,
Yeah.
this is okay. And then you're like, gosh, that was not okay.
Yeah, well, yeah. Like I said, you kind of get up in the flow of, or it's one of those rides that get queued up while you're driving somebody else. You don't really get a good look at it. You just hit accept, and then after you're done, you're like, man, that was not worth it.
No, especially if they were like annoying or smelled or whatever. I'm like, that was not worth the money.
Yeah, or they wanted to stop at McDonald's with the drive-thrus backed up around the building.
Right. Oh, remember when we used to do that? And then I did it like twice.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, we're done with this. Or I will say, yo, it's going to be $40 for me to go through the drive-thru, money up front.
Yeah.
No,
because I'm gonna be sitting here forever.
Yeah, like and then I'll explain, you guys, I make 10 cents a mile.
Yeah.
Or a minute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like me sitting here for 40 minutes is like not worth it.
Not at all, especially if it's busy. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve. Happy New Year.
I definitely had most of them say no when I wouldn't. 40 wasn't my like hard and fast rule, but I kind of just felt out the I lost a bet. I kind of just felt the passengers out, if they were like rich or not rich, but just like how the vibe was. Like if they were kind of nice,
sure,
I'd be like, $20 and I'll take you through there. Or, I go, how about we drive by? If there's one or two cars, we're in. If not, you know.
And that's what I would usually say. I like, we'll drive by and see how busy. I was like, if I think it's too busy though, I'm just keeping on driving, man. I'm not happening. But
and most people understand that. So.
Yeah, most of them do. And if they didn't, well, sorry about your luck. You've got Uber Eats or DoorDash. You can get it sent to your house if you want to.
For sure.
Somebody else can wait in line.
I love that Steve's like sad that he's doing Uber Eats. I'm like, I do Uber Eats regularly. I mean, there's a lot of shitty orders on it that I don't take, but I feel like he's slumming there, and I'm like, man, dude, like,
one man's trash, another man's treasure, right?
There you go. I love it. Speaking of McDonald's, Larry.
Yeah, so we'll watch this TikTok about what they're doing at least at this one McDonald's, because apparently they're having trouble with the delivery drivers stealing food. So they're trying to put in some measures to prevent that.
All right, guys. So this is what it's come to. This is what it's come to with DoorDash and customers. Now I have to weigh every order. Apparently things are getting lost where DoorDash and the customers have to make sure everything is weighed. You know what I mean? They're going by the ounces now, guys. Just so you know. So if you guys are thinking there's food missing because we stole it, you can't use that excuse no more. That's the way we live in now, guys.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think through how this is working. So they're weighing it. I guess what are they putting that total number on the bag, and then the customer weighs it when he gets it to see if anything's been taken?
No, I think this is a completely internal thing, and it's funny he said now you can't complain that we ate it. I don't think you ate it. I just think you're fucking incompetent, and
I didn't put it in there.
Yeah, exactly. And McDonald's I remember a couple years ago we had talked about an exclusive deal with DoorDash, and they had a lot more strict metrics that they had to do compared to any other place.
Right.
And my guess is that, they started doing, they started auditing, and they're like, fuck, man, we're
what's going on
left and right. So I mean, I don't think it's a horrible idea, because if you know how much a cheeseburger weighs and a Diet Coke and a fry, you weigh it. I mean, the manager has to do it. Then you go to your employee and like, hey, fuckhead, like, come on, like, this is the third one tonight that's not weighed correctly. Yeah.
And that's, that stuff happens. And I just, people, and sometimes it's just a mistake. My wife last night got, like I said, I took food down to my mom and pop last night, so I ate with them. But my wife went by Chick-fil-A to get her and our daughter some dinner, and she ordered just a number one combo: sandwich, fries, and a drink. She gets home, she had no fries but 2 chicken sandwiches. She's like, this is the first time Chick-fil-A has ever messed up her order. Because everywhere else she checks. She would check, pull up after you get the order and check it out. And she never checks Chick-fil-A because they've never messed up. But
yeah, they're great.
exactly.
Yeah, we all go to certain restaurants and we don't check because you've had good success. And then you're like, I always check McDonald's every single time.
Oh, yeah.
Although there's one McDonald's local to me that's freaking awesome. I actually drive further away from the one in town to go to that one because it's better, and the other one fucks up every single time.
Yeah,
every single time. It's like I get it. It can get busy and it's hard, but like, man, I don't know. Maybe they don't. Maybe some of them just don't care because they're like, it's McDonald's. People are gonna come.
Yeah,
Like,
they're gonna eat.
Screw up.
Yeah, but man, they keep raising their prices. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. You got to order on the app. I order everything.
I do too, man. And here, the only thing I don't get a lot from there, but toward the end of last year, I kind of got in the habit twice a week. I would go. They have the $1 large iced coffee from 5 to 11.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when I was having trouble sleeping through the night with my shoulder, I'd be so tired. I was like, I'd stop by and get $1 coffee on the way. So I always bought them in the morning. Never even looked at the price of what they were. And we were coming home from the airport on New Year's Eve. I was like, all right, I'm cutting them out next year. I'm gonna get one last large iced coffee. Of course, it was at nighttime. I go through there. It's like $5.03. I was like, are you kidding me?
Like you went through the regular drive-through?
Well, I went through the drive-through. It was at night, so
didn't do the app.
No.
Okay.
I looked on the app. There wasn't anything on there. Sometimes they'll have something for the coffee, but
Gotcha.
It didn't. and
$5?
503, I think, is what the total was. I was like, I would never ever do this again. I apologized to my wife. I was like, I'm sorry. This is certainly not. And then I don't think they put any. It was supposed to be iced, vanilla. And I don't think they put any flavoring in it.
Oh, so fuck that. For $5, I'm going through that drive-through again.
I just put it. We were like 20 minutes from home. I just put some cream in it when I got home, and it tasted fine. But I was like, I will never do that again.
Yeah, that's so expensive for just an iced coffee. Holy smokes!
Yeah,
that's like Starbucks prices.
Yes, exactly.
You're paying Starbucks prices for McDonald's coffee quality.
Yes.
So terrible.
Yeah.
So this article, this is kind of like a 2025 wrap for food. And this was from Grubhub, and I really enjoyed the statistics in this.
Yeah.
It said that Grubhub says people sought out foods that boosted energy, supported gut health, and protein, which I thought that was an odd, like, really?
Yeah.
So we'll go through some of this. Bean orders jumped 135% with more than 1.5 tons of legumes delivered nationwide, and orders of tinned fish tripled in 2020. Tinned fish? What's tinned fish? Like, is that like tuna fish in a tin can?
Yeah, or sardines, something like that.
Oh, yeah. Tinned fish tripled in 2025 with grocery purchases. So yeah, up to 209%. When it comes to restaurant orders, they said that more than 750 chicken nuggets, tenders, and strips are ordered from restaurants every single hour.
Yeah,
50 an hour, which calculates to 5.2 million orders so far this year, or for 2025. Because this was written December 10th. This was written December 10th. So 5.2 million orders of chicken.
That's a lot of chicken.
Drink orders were popular. They said cold foam orders surged 75%, and more than 76,000 electrolyte drinks were delivered each month. Grocery egg orders increased 58%. Grubhub says the sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich was the most restaurant egg dish ordered, which that's delicious. Of course it is.
Yes.
Let's see. Grubhub says the standouts of its report was a rise in convenience store meal orders of grab and go foods like taquitos, chicken rollers, and hot dogs. That's about it on the stats. But Yeah, that's a lot of chicken.
That is a lot of chicken.
And are they basing that order or those stats on Grubhub? Because it had to be so much more if it was through all the apps.
Yeah, they must just be doing Grubhub.
That's a lot. That's even insane for Grubhub. 5.2 million so far this year of chicken just through Grubhub.
Yeah, it kind of boggles the mind. Think how much that is.
Another thing I've been noticing people talking about, their year in review, they go in and they look at how many times they ordered for DoorDash or Uber Eats, and it's like 137 times. I heard one. I'm like,
how can you afford that?
Bro, that's more than twice a week.
Yeah.
How can you afford it? People are talking. This is what boggles my mind, unless people are just putting on credit cards and going into debt for it. But like, people are talking about the economy so bad, we can't afford a house, can't do any of that. And I know that some of that is true. But then you got these girls on here like, oh, I did 137 times, unless it's like her dad's card or whatever. But I'm like, you got to figure each one of those orders is probably $30 to $40 a pop.
Yeah.
In regards to like how much it is. But yeah, I thought that was pretty crazy. So
it's so funny how everybody's doing the year-end reviews now, like Spotify and the rap.
I love it.
It's so popular, man.
I had a Candy Crush rap.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah. And
then you look at it and you're like, oh man, look at how much time I've spent playing this game.
Well, thank God they didn't give me the time, because they're not going to do that. They want to
make you feel bad. They want to make you feel good about it.
Well, exactly. He'll be like, oh my God, he's going to do a New Year's resolution of like not playing the game.
So would they tell you like how many candies you've crushed? Yeah.
Basically like how many gems and how many like, what are the color bombs or whatever you used and stuff like that. I love that game. It's honestly the only game that you don't need the internet for. And so like if I go to the cabin,
I'll have to try it sometime. I've never played that game.
I go in and out. And what's funny is though, it's such a scam because I have like 300 gold bars right now. And like I'll play a level and just can't get it.
Yeah.
And I'll pay $10 or not $10, but 10 gold bars.
Yeah.
That I have won. I didn't pay any money. Right. And then all of a sudden I clear the level right away.
Yeah, it sounds it's probably very similar. I used to play a game. I don't play it really much anymore, called Best Fiends. Okay. And I think it's very similar. It's kind of a puzzle game where you have to connect different colors. And it's funny though, because you'll get stuck on a level and then like you don't play it for a while and you come back and you get through that level. Like and people talk about it in the message boards, they make it easier for you to get through that level all of a sudden. And you spend your gold bars to help you get through. And
what I find too, fun. If I'll spend gold bars and then I'll be able to bang out like 7 levels, like right in a row, like, and then all of a sudden I'll get stuck on one and for 3-4 days and then more gold bars. Actually, I have earned those just through competitions during that. So it did. I'm not going to say I never spent money on Candy Crush, but this last little surge of mine that I've played it, I haven't spent it. So
it sounds very similar to Best Fiends.
Well, which is fine. Like my wife would get after me and I would spend, like, we have blow money. We have a certain amount of money that we use just for whatever we want. She's like, why would you spend money? I'm like, because it's entertainment. I mean, it's
a game. It's entertainment. It's like going to a movie or going to play putt-putt golf or any kind of other entertainment.
It seems silly, but like if I enjoy playing the game and I want some extra boost, then screw you. So speaking of extra boost or not extra boost, Larry, like that intro.
I like that intro. All right. So
hey, before you talk about this, I gotta give Bubba Sue a hard time. She spoiled this in the main group. Not that she doesn't know that we're going to talk about it.
Right. I saw that. I saw you giving her hell about it.
I was like, I'm trying to run a show here. And then Bubba Sue's just popping my balloon here. But here we go. This is Octopus Tablet, which is what we've talked about a lot, but I don't know.
Yeah, we've highly recommended it, but that's up for debate now. So I got this email. It says Octopus is updating the tablet rewards program to focus on Uber Journey TV trips, delivering greater value for every ride. Octopus is always focused on creating incredible experiences, and Journey TV is the next exciting step. Yada yada yada. But anyway, here's the changes that started yesterday, actually. So all the rewards, the points you earn will apply only and exclusively to Uber rides that are connected to Journey TV. Per trip rate is increasing, so they're increasing the points from 1 to 1.5. Huge. The classic Octopus experience will remain available for entertainment only and will no longer earn points rewards for gameplay or other activity. So what this really means is when if you're doing Lyft rides, they can play the games and stuff, but you're not getting any money for that. You're not earning any money for that. You're not earning any money for games that Uber people play. You're only getting it for 1.5 points for the ride.
Oh,
right.
Just the ride?
Yeah, per trip rate. I think. Yeah, here it says. Let me see, because I looked at a FAQ that I found online too. So it says when you complete an Uber Journey TV trip, you'll earn 1.5 points, which is a 50% increase from the previous 1 point. You no longer earn half a game point or points for non-Uber Journey TV trips. So maybe if they play I'm trying to find if it says anything about the games on the Journey TV.
Well, either way, cutting Lyft out is 50.
Yeah.
I mean, not 50% because.
Well, some places it is.
Well, I'm just saying, it does. I would imagine it's not. Maybe in bigger cities, it's 50-50 with Uber and Lyft drivers, but I don't know. It seems kind of dumb, and I hate that it's called Uber Journey. Like that word
Journey TV, Uber Journey TV.
I mean, even adding the word journey, that word's been overused. Like it's time to put it to bed.
And if your account's not linked to your Uber app, you're not gonna earn anything.
You said that once you had to do that, you were out, and I don't blame you. It's just frustrating that okay, so you're getting 1.5. Can we just do a half a point for Lyft then? Like at least keep it in there. But maybe that was Uber's way of saying well, we're not going to do that. We're exclusive with Uber, so Octopus. I don't know. Yeah, I hope they got a big payout. I mean,
we talked about this when they announced that they were partnering with Uber. We're like, man, we know this is coming. It's just a matter of time. And it took longer than I thought it would, but I don't see anything about this. Says when you complete an Uber Journey TV trip, you earn 1.5 points. It doesn't say anything about any game points at all. So
maybe it's because this is it is from Octopus. I was like, maybe it's maybe when it says per rate trip, it means I don't know. I mean, what it says you only get it for the trip, which is how are you going to earn any points if you did 10 trips? That's 15 points.
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to take forever to get anything.
Yeah. I mean, because you got to get 250 points to get the $25 payout.
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot.
Yeah. Because, like I said, part of it was people love playing the game. So, you would get half a point when people played the games. And I had a lot of people that played the games. I mean, they love the trivia, especially at night.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'll keep it.
I mean, this might be an opportunity for other people. Maybe there are people in the wings going well, they're exclusive with Uber. Let's go with Lyft or something. I don't know, but they had such a good platform. And again, I'm not hating on them because they probably got paid really well.
I'm sure they did.
And let's face it, they're a small business. That's what they started up from the ground up, and they created this, and they want to do something great, and I don't blame them at all.
Yeah, no, I understand. If they got that offer, I would jump on it, I'm sure as well.
Absolutely,
and it's also opportunity for drivers if they want to put in their own tablet and hook it up somehow to, sell things or whatever you want to do. I know people who did that. I know Levi did that. I believe he's got his own.
Does he?
I remember him talking about it when he was on the show.
Remember. Yeah, I don't know if he still does that or if he's, hopped on one of these, but again, no hate to the guys. It just sucks.
Yeah, it's disappointing.
It is disappointing. This is a little sidetrack, but all the HVAC companies that are getting bought out by private equities, you know what I mean? It's just a sales company. I mean, they'll do the repair, but they're just, it seems to get harder and harder to find mom and pops for that kind of stuff. So
no doubt.
Right. 7 in 10 pickup owners are using their trucks for side hustles, which I feel is an insane high number.
Yeah,
I mean,
that is
the trucks I see drive around here are pristine. They're not used for work. They're their daily driver, but
with the farm tags on them.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Diesel. Yeah, 70% of truck owners have begun a lucrative gig work using their pickups, with a third planning to launch a full-time business. Again, a third of those, that seems a little high. It says both demand for their services and the income truck owners generated were strong enough for about 35% of. Okay, I already just talked about that. I don't know why I said it again. I highlighted it, but then didn't read the highlighted part. Popular standalone side hustles involve helping people making furniture, deliveries, towing, transporting goods, especially oversized products and equipment. I've definitely thought about this. The amount of people I see online that post like in the groups of like, hey, I bought some furniture, I need it picked up. Like, we were in the same boat. We bought a couple things off Facebook Marketplace. We rented a U-Haul.
Yeah.
I mean, so there is an opportunity.
Yeah, there's a market.
There's a market for it. And I don't know what kind of what you could charge, but I always say to myself, if I had a bigger truck, I would definitely look into, starting a little side hustle with that.
Yeah.
Let's see. More often than not, truck owners doubled up on their activities, with the average survey participating and juggling a 2.6 side hustles at once. Nearly 40% of respondents says demand led them to work more than 10 hours per week doing gig work with their pickups, which I feel like that's about the average of what a gig worker works anyways, 10 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you have a truck, I mean, it definitely there. You got the gas prices there, but speaking of that, did you see that Ford discontinued their Ford Lightning? They're not the electric one. They're not going to make it at all.
Yeah.
They're completely done with it.
It's it's happening in a lot of places. I think I talked about it before for the holiday break, but we had a humongous, they built 2 humongous plants about 45, 50 minutes north of here to build, the electric batteries for the electric cars.
Yeah.
And they're going to, they got all these tax incentives. They were going to be hiring, 2,500 people. The first building finally got operational. It was operational for 4 months. And right before Christmas, they laid everybody off. They're completely changing to not going to be making electric batteries for cars anymore.
I wonder if it's just the way the administration works, because and I'm sure. So what was it? It was Obama, which was Democrat. Then it was for 2 terms. Then it was Trump for 4.
Yeah. And then it was Biden for 4.
And then back to Trump. So during the Obama, they were probably already working on all those incentives and initiatives and stuff like that. Yeah. And then, the administration changes and it flips the other way. And they're like, because I mean, it's tough for a company to just start something from scratch without a lot of tax incentives.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's just wild to me that they're just going to scrap it. You're just going to take a loss.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're changing it. They're going to retool the factory and they're going to make batteries for data centers.
Okay. Yeah. So the Ford thing was interesting, and I'm ignorant with this. I know there's hybrids. Okay. Yep. And the one the Ford is making now is actually like a generator in the car.
Really?
So at some point the generator kicks on and that's what charges the battery. So it's not like the hybrid, the car will do on lower speeds. It will do electric and then gas. Yeah. And then anything that it regenerates is just from the braking. You know what I mean? But according to this, the gas is going to run something that's going to charge the battery.
Okay.
So don't quote me on it. I just remember seeing it somewhere. But I was like, oh man. So yeah, thinking of what got me on that run is just thinking about the gas prices. If you own a truck and you're paying $3.50 a gallon, you want to make sure that whatever hustle you're doing is covered.
But I mean, they're going to be giving gas away. We're getting all this oil from Venezuela. I mean, they're going to be giving it away.
Dude, they're not going to be giving it away. They're not going to be giving it away.
Be paying us to fill up our cars.
Yeah. So, Travis says Honda does that. Do they? Because what is that called then? Because it's not a hybrid. That system, whatever it is, I'd be curious. I mean, it doesn't surprise me if it's Honda because they kind of, or Toyota. The Toyota Prius has been around for a hot second. So
yeah.
All righty, let's see here. So this was back before. Well, this was for our last show of the year. Larry talked about a new side hustle, and I is this tongue in cheek or is this
no? There's numerous accounts on. But this is we talk about things that we want to do, follow up on stuff. I'm going to follow up on this one. I'm going to try to do some of this and see if any of it is successful. Because it doesn't surprise me. It really doesn't.
Yeah, especially we'll watch it.
Yeah, we'll watch it and we'll discuss.
New side hustle for 2026. Here we go.
You go.
All right, this is day 7 of no proof lawsuits that you can apply for. Okay, the first one is Fortnite, a video game addiction lawsuit. Okay, if you or your children plays 15 hours or more of Fortnite each week and have shown symptoms of gaming addiction for at least 12 months, don't miss out on this one because you don't need any proof to claim. Lawsuit number 2 is Amazon. Get your bag, okay? They're getting sued for making their cancellations on their subscriptions so difficult to cancel. Another lawsuit that you don't need proof for is something with the New England Patriots. I don't even know what it is, but apparently their app they're using was giving away data. And this is another one. You don't need any proof. You just need to apply. And this one's for $2.16 million. And if you didn't know, if you don't apply to any of these lawsuits, all the money just goes to your state rather than in your pocket, okay? So I highly recommend. This has been my side hustle. Come back for day
8. So new side hustle you can do is you can file to be part of these class action lawsuits that don't require any proof. But I'm definitely, like I said, I want to follow up. Of course, I saw that one and I watched it a little bit. And of course, it got in my algorithm. And then I started seeing all these different, TikTok accounts doing the same thing.
So why don't you do just the 3 he listed and see,
okay.
That keeps it easy. You got that one video. You can kind of search for it.
Yeah. As long as I can find that one again.
Well, I got it.
Yeah. Well, that's true. I sent it to you. So yeah, I can get it.
But
I'd be very interested to see if that works. I mean, I know most of these class action lawsuits, you don't make a lot on it, but if it doesn't take you much time to do it and you make, $20-$30, whatever,
Why would a company or a law firm do something that there's no verification? I mean, I would feel like the Fortnite one, you'd have to prove that you bought Fortnite. That's
at the very least,
bare minimum.
You think you would have to do that. So,
I mean, everything's digital now. You definitely have a receipt somewhere or some place that you can find that you bought the game.
Yeah. So,
but no, I mean, I don't know. Does it feel dirty doing that? I mean, you can't be making that much, right?
No, I'm sure you're not. It's not something that's going to replace like the money that we would make doing rideshare or food delivery or anything like that. But
he said day 8 tomorrow. Was that more lawsuits or is that just
I think he was doing like a 10-day or 12, whatever. I don't know however many day of posting a video about it.
Okay, I thought it might be just 10 days of different side hustles, and that day 8 was, or day 7 was the lawsuits that you don't need.
I think it was different lawsuits every day.
Oh, really? Oh my God.
So.
You guys freaking got a lot of time on his hands.
Yep. But,
all right, here we go with Waymo.
Waymo in the news.
All right, I got a couple of got a dude in the trunk and Waymo runs the red. So we'll do the Waymo runs the red first.
That's a red light. That's a red light. That's a red light. That Waymo just ran.
I kept it playing because the guy's just losing
it. He's laughing. His laughter, man. It's just so funny.
Yeah. So clearly it was a red light. I mean, it came to a stop.
Yeah, sitting there at a red light, and it was making a right turn, past that light, but it wasn't. It was not a right on red. You had to go way through that light to get to the side street to turn right. So that was a definite screw up.
Yeah, and that's got to be like a coding thing, right? Like it just you thought you were close enough to I don't know, but a red. Well, you talk about the
Yeah,
school
there's
bus. A
yeah,
red means red. Like even
exactly.
if,
And there was like what three stoplights up there on a wire
yeah.
across the street. It wasn't like there was just one and it was obscured or anything like that. They were very visible.
Oh man, you guys got to get your shit together. All right, and then this other one. This is we
Yeah.
talked about safety in Waymos, and this
Yeah.
is kind of part of it. So this is a little strange.
Why the fuck are you in the trunk?
That's why, man, I'm trying to figure this out. Like, I'm over here. Yeah, this shit won't let me out. This shit
Why
won't.
are you in it?
Huh? They just put me in here.
Who put you in?
The
what?
The people. I'm that's what I'm asking. That's what I'm saying. Just look.
I have everything recorded as well.
Okay.
We're gonna order a new Waymo. Hopefully this one doesn't fuck up.
All right, you're still muted, Larry. Sorry, we probably hit the button at the same time. You see, it's when I quit it before it plays through is the issue. So yeah, how'd this guy get in there? Did he take a Waymo and sneak in the back? And like, why isn't Waymo flagging that and saying they got it? I mean, you got to know. Do you think there's real live stream cameras in there that they can access at any moment?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's got to be, I would think.
there's got to be, right?
Yeah, because they can't, they don't know if this car, like say, if somebody's thrown up in it or leaving a huge mess and it needs to be cleaned, or they've got to be able to have some cameras that they can access.
And maybe they don't have a system set up where they know, let's say, okay, it's one passenger, they're not verifying like that the door's opening and shutting and like that. It feels like I don't know if there's some way they can do it, but my guess is he took the ride and then snuck in the back.
Yeah. Somehow was able to, sneak in the back and nobody, like I said, they have cameras they can access. I'm sure there's not somebody watching every ride all the time.
Correct.
So yeah, he was probably able to end the ride, slip in the trunk, and then, the Waymo goes to pick up the next person. I mean, think about that. You putting your kid in the car and some dude's hiding in the trunk.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like this is
bad.
This is an important video to go back to Waymo and say,
Yes,
how are
it
you
is.
going to address this?
Yeah. How are you going to prevent this and detect this? And, that would be really, really bad.
And then it goes back to the liability. Like, Uber likes to blame the driver if something happens, right? Well, we're not responsible. He's a subcontractor. Well, now you got this, $1 million company. Like, are we suing them? Who's going to jail? Like, there's got to be some heads got to roll.
Yeah, somewhere. Yeah, somewhere somebody's got to take responsibility for it.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, that was a little creepy. I was not a huge fan. That guy was weird too. Like it.
Yeah, it sounded like he was on something because he was talking about they put me in here and luckily she was able to call the authorities and it looked like that they did arrest him and
either he was on something or he may have had some mental
problems. Yeah, could be
like that,
going on some kind of mental health crisis. Yeah.
Well, make sure you check the trunk of your Waymo if you're going to take an autonomous ride.
Apparently, yeah. I guess that's a thing. So, got to remember that.
Another quick thing about 2025. This is Uber 2025. Now, this is a news article. I don't know. It's 2 minutes, so we'll see if we'll watch the whole thing. But it's just a wrap of Uber stuff. So we'll quick watch that.
Uber launches Uber. So
this is interesting.
This is Spotify Wrapped, where you get like all of your year-end like
music.
Listen to some of the genres that are most popular on your playlist, some of the songs that you played the most. It also tells you like the percentage of where you rank with other people listening to that same song or same artist. Well, this obviously is with Uber. Its own version. It'll give you a recap of your year in rides and Uber Eats orders through the app. It's based on your habits, so it'll assign you 1 of 14 personality profiles. So this is unlike Spotify Wrapped. Like planning prodigy for those who reserve rides in advance.
Okay.
Or delivery darling for those who order food for delivery a lot. It also tells you how many rides you've ordered and how many different places you've been to, along with the type of rides you ordered the most. Like, for example, Uber Comfort or Uber Black.
I think this is dangerous for Uber.
Yeah, why?
The reason why I think it's dangerous is because you are now making people see things that we sometimes don't think about. You know, you get hungry in the middle of the night and you think, I don't want to go out. It's cold outside. Let me just Uber. It puts your financial information right in your face. Like, it basically is showing you essentially where you spend your money, and it may make you rethink, especially if you're always ordering food, whatever.
Yeah, to be cutting that out.
Yeah, it may make you rethink your financial decisions if you.
Okay, you couldn't hear that at all?
Yeah, no, I could not.
That's so weird.
It's who knows what's going on, because I could see it playing in our our small screen on the left up there. But I couldn't see it playing in the middle screen.
I mean, I bootlegged that one. I did a screen capture, so I mean, I could hear it on my end. At least for the podcast, they'll be able to hear it. But anyways, it was just basically an Uber Wrapped, and just they were concerned about, like I had said, when you're looking at how many times you're ordering food, like, do you really want to have those statistics?
Yeah, how many Ubers you ordered?
And maybe they figure, well, you're going to be loyal to them regardless. But man, I would have to have like a little come to Jesus if I said 130. I'm like, it's me going to the gas station, getting an energy drink and a slice of pizza. Like, if they said, oh, you went to there 64 times, I'd be like, bro, 64 times.
So what am I doing in my life?
Yeah, I mean, like, but if you think about it, I mean, it's okay, it's once a week. That's not a big deal. But when you see that giant number,
right,
you know, you're forgetting it's 300. How many days are in a year?
365.
365. Why did I want to say 352? Oh, 52 weeks in a year. Okay.
Yes,
365. So yeah, I don't know. I think these consumer ones probably shouldn't do a Wrapped, or if they do, they need to like spin it a different way, because that would make me depressed and not want to use the app anymore.
Yeah. I hear you.
Oh God, I forgot about this one.
Oh, this one's good. Yeah, this is good.
Wild.
Yeah. So this is a food delivery, and this guy's, have to give him credit for his ingenuity, because this is not, I don't think I would have ever thought of doing this any way, shape, or form. But
no, we're not stupid.
Yeah, but this is pretty funny. So we'll play this and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah, here we go. It's labeled as Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. So I gotta play it again because I want to see where if you get, like, I'm just gonna start it real quick and then hang on. Okay, I just want to see where he walked up from. I was wondering if he came up. So you want to explain to the audio listeners?
So the audio listeners, this guy, he walks up to a house and he sets the bag down. He sits on the sidewalk, like pretty decent away from the door. So that was, looked suspicious to me when I first watched it and didn't know what happened. And so he puts this bag of food on the ground on the sidewalk. And then he has a bag with him, delivery bag. And you can see him mess with it a little bit. And he starts backing away. So he's kind of backing up instead of turning around and walking away. He backs up, then walks off to the side out of view of this, doorbell camera or whatever it is that took this video. And then all of a sudden you see this bag of food jerk to the left and then slowly get dragged across the yard. And when you watch the video a second time, you can see the guy kind of laying out this string or whatever he's got attached to this food, and he slowly drags it out of view, out of the camera range.
I didn't even notice him laying it out like
a little, just so like you can see him adjusted or something a little bit when he does it.
Okay. Yeah. What a dumbass.
Yeah.
Like, what did he think was like? I think this is a true video. I don't think it's staged at all. What did he think was going to happen?
Yeah, I don't know what went through his mind. I mean, you might as well just walk and pick it up. I mean, it's not like there's any doubt about who took it.
Yeah, we saw you.
Went.
We saw you on the camera. You're assigned to the order. Like, I mean, it'd be one thing if you delivered it and then you got in your car and drove away, and you had like a friend freaking polling it. You know what I mean? Like you dropped them off a little bit early. Like that would be the smart thing to do, and then do it then it's genius, right? Because they saw you get in the car and drive away, and all of a sudden, like 20 seconds later, it gets pulled away. You know it's not the guy that dropped the order off.
Yeah, but it's so obvious the way he backed away. If you watch a little bit, you can see him. Like I said, I think he's got the string in the bag, and it's he's kind of feeding it out a little bit.
Yeah, fucking idiot. Still funny though. I when I watched that first, I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Oh, man, my son just texted me. He's giving me shit about my audio issues on that video. Not being able to hear, the one I couldn't hear.
Oh, he's giving you shit about it?
Yeah, he's like, man, need to fix your audio issues. I was like, oh, was it silent for you too? He's like, nah, just you.
What was it? He heard it?
He heard it. That's what he said.
Your fucking internet, Larry.
No, it's not my internet. No, it is not. No, hell no, it's not. I rectified that problem.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. All right. Let's see. Let's skip the Ubers, Lyft are cheaper. Okay, here's the gist of that article. They're about the same. Only 16% check both apps. And it didn't matter if it was short or long. They roughly were all the same. So they're that.
But check them both because
it's
worth it. It's worth it.
It's worth it, especially again. It's we talk about it's the brand loyalty or the Kleenex syndrome, or what do they call it? Not the Kleenex syndrome, but Kleenex. Basically, when you say "hand me a Kleenex," that's a brand. It's not
exactly.
It's a tissue.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Or give me some Lysol. Well. Doesn't matter if we have the off-brand Lysol, and I say, give me the Lysol. I need to spray this. So
and I've had tons of people that I was giving them a Lyft ride, and they'll be on the phone like, "Yeah, I'm in my Uber." I'm in my Uber.
Uber's definitely the one, not Lyft. Uber is definitely the one. So
no doubt.
All right, Larry. DoorDash rolls out Zesty, an AI social app for discovering new restaurants.
Yeah. So I think. We may have talked about this once before when they first maybe.
No, this was
different.
Was a different one.
Okay, so this app is called Zesty. It's from DoorDash. They're initially offering it in New York and San Francisco Bay, so on the left and right coast, pretty much. Yeah. So it's just another way they're trying to branch out into some other stuff besides food delivery. This is getting into the social media kind of space. So what it is, people can sign into the app with their DoorDash accounts. So it is a separate app, but you sign into it with your DoorDash account, and you can ask an AI chatbot for a personalized recommendation, based on what kind of food or what, what your scenario is. So you can put in a prompt. It's just like any, asking ChatGPT or something. The more precise you are in your prompt, the better the response is going to be. So you can put in something like, "Hey, I'm looking for like a low key dinner in Williamsburg, Virginia, that's good for introverts." Or you can see something that has. They'll also have some suggested prompts. Says like brunch spots good for groups, or a romantic dinner with a vintage feel. So things like that. Because we all, especially if you're in a new place, you can look at reviews, but that doesn't really tell you the whole truth sometimes. But and as you use the app more often, like so many of the apps, it starts to learn what you like and what you don't like. When you find something that you have a good experience with, you can save it, you can share it out to others. That's the social aspect of the app. You can view and share photos and comments about restaurants. You can discover content from other people, and you can follow people just like you do on Instagram or TikTok. So it's kind of the food recommendations with the social aspect to it. So
I actually love this idea. I've even said it to my wife a bunch of times, like, oh, let's try something different. You go to Yelp and you're just like burying yourself in there, and you're reading reviews, and you're just like, no, I actually like this where AI would step in and kind of curate, like, tell me what you're in the mood for. I'm like, okay, Chinese. And then, kind of expand off that, and then learning kind of what you like. No, I think this is great. And I feel like as long as they don't add sponsors to it, because I feel like a lot of these apps you get onto, they sponsor all these restaurants, and you don't know if it's actually like a legit ranking or if it's shit.
Yeah, if they start letting people pay to be higher up or whatever, that's when it all goes to pot pretty much.
Yeah, and I saw this and I was actually excited. I may have missed it, but Do you have to have DoorDash, or is this a separate app where you can just?
This is a separate app, but you have to sign in with your DoorDash account.
Okay. All right. I don't hate that, but I think I might try it out because obviously I have a DoorDash account, but
yeah, I'll definitely try it out
because we're always looking for something different or new or and not to say that reviews are bad. Like I do like to see reviews, but it's really hard. Like you see one that says it's amazing and the other one it says it's like there's
worst
roaches.
place ever. Yeah.
And it's like, well, is it the worst place ever because you didn't like that style of food, or was the food quality bad? Like it's really hard to dig in. So
and like I said, I think especially we good if you're traveling somewhere you don't know anything about the area, things 100%. Like that, you can get recommendations, especially if people that you might follow on social media that you trust kind of their opinion. So I think we'll definitely both be trying this one out.
Yeah, I definitely will. I don't know why I didn't download it yet, but it kind of
it's not. I mean, it's not here. It's only in San Francisco, New York. Right now.
Yeah. Thank you. That's probably or it was from the last show and then we didn't get to it, so I'm just getting to it today. But all right, well, good show. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for such a great 2025. Had a great year. Looking forward to this year. Same old, just giving you the news, giving our take on it. So and Patreon tonight 8:10 p.m. and actually it's in 8 minutes. We kind of started the show late, so check that out. Free 7-day trial, and as always, don't put up with anyone's bullshit,
and we'll see you on the road.
All right, have a good night.
Hey, good night, everybody.